The fleeting hour of life of those who love the hills is quickly spent, but the hills are eternal. Always there will be the lonely ridge, the dancing beck, the silent forest. Always there will be the exhilaration of the summits. These are for the seeking, and those who seek and find while there is still time will be blessed both in mind and body.
Right, good afternoon everyone. Welcome back to MCM Outdoors, and thank you very much for clicking on this video. I'm blowing a bit. I'm back out in the glorious Lake District National Park, and although the route might seem familiar on my way up to this particular ridge, I'm trying a different spot that I've never camped before, and hopefully it's going to afford us really nice views of the valley below. The wind's picking up. There's a bit of a low pressure system moving northeast towards Scandinavia, and that's bringing some gusty weather conditions and spells of sometimes heavy rain, so it should be an interesting one. We should have some lovely atmospheric cloud conditions and formations up on the ridge. I didn't bring the drone unfortunately because of the wind's forecast. It's just a waste of time, no point carrying the weight. So it's great to be back out, back in the mountains. I've been on a little bit of a healthy, although I'm still enjoying my beers, bit of a fitness drive over the last couple of weeks. Well, the last 6 weeks really. And I'm pleased to say I've shed a stone and I'm getting back to my, pre-lockdown healthy weight. So I'm pleased at that. It's great to be out in this stunning surroundings. And I really hope that everyone's going to enjoy this video. Have a good old natter, show some views, and tent wise, we're in the Nordisk Halland 2 lightweight silynylon tunnel tent. That's going to be cracking. It's going to look great later on. So I'm going to get onto the top of this ridge and I'll speak to everyone in a bit. Enjoy the video. Got down to the alternative spot and there was nowhere to pitch. The one flat spot was just covered in sheep poo, and I don't want to put my tent in that, irrespective of the fact I've got a ground sheet. I mean, it was everywhere. It was just like they just chosen that place. So I've come back to a spot that I like. Some of you might know by looking at the surrounding peaks. And the good thing is we are protected from the wind, which is sort of southwesterly or northeasterly even. That's where it's coming from. Yeah. So it's a little bit early. I'm going to get my sit mat out and just relax for a bit, and then give it half an hour or so. We've got this lovely pitch for the tent. I will speak to you when the tent is pitched. So that's the tent pitched, a little bit of a time lapse there. It's pretty simple, it's a tunnel tent. It has 2 poles, a shorter one and a longer one. That is it, you can't get it wrong. I've got it fully guyed out and I'm pretty sure most people will agree. It's a very, very good looking tent. It really does look smart, especially in this burnt red colour. Really nice and autumnal, I feel. It's got a really nice light inside when the sun shines through. Got these generous guy lines. It's made out of silynylon. I'm going to do a review on this very soon. Need a few more uses. Same for the telemark and same for the Opland, which I have now used enough to feel confident enough to, you know, talk about it, you know, from experience. So it's nice, flat pole sleeves, lovely vents at the rear, and the same again at the front. But I mean, just look at it. I think it's a fantastic tent. The Halland 2 lightweight variant. Smart. In terms of the beer, we've got a lovely special edition Triple Vision Triple IPA by Vocation. That is 10%. So that's going to be very strong. I'll tell you about that when I have it. We've also got, last by no means least, we got 2 Roaster Coaster. That's always nice. It's always in Tesco as well, but it's always good to have. Nice consistent one. In a little while, it's what are we on? 10 to 5. Like I say, wind's picking up. I'll just spin you around. See, the wind is really picking up. It's quite exciting really, because it's the first time I've been in this tent in strong weather conditions. So we're going to see what it's like. Tunnel tents are inherently, or people usually think, inherently less stable than obviously the GOD's counterparts, but decent tunnel tents, and this is a decent tunnel tent. Are strong, especially when pitched correctly. Like I say, this can handle winds up to 55 miles an hour, 25 meters a second. You'll get wind tested in the factory, so I'm pretty confident in this tent. Good bit of gear, Scandinavian gear, Nordisk, no messing around, top quality poles as well. And how roomy is it? It's absolutely massive. So it's cavernous. It's a bit, you know, well, it's luxury for one. 2 of you could quite comfortably while camping this, and you'd still have ample room. Bit of a disco tent really. It's not as big as the Opland, which I used with Tony back in Lancashire the other month, but I love it. You make some absolutely outstanding gear. There's not many hours of daylight left. We're losing the light around 8 o'clock, 8:30. So I might have the first beer very shortly. I'm going to put some more layers on because it's getting pretty chilly. Autumn's on the way. So these gusts are picking up now and I love it. The worse the weather when you're camping, test for your gear. It's superb, isn't it? So let's see what it's like. Right, it's time for the first beer. I'm going to get some shots of the tent outside after this, and then we're going to get tea on. But this is special edition. I've never seen it before. It's called Triple Vision and it's a triple IPA. I've never had a triple IPA ever. It says, and I got this from Tesco if anyone's interested, some say three's a crowd, but in our opinion it's the more the merkier. Lovers of the bold, followers of the unconventional, this triple IPA has got you in its sights. Soft, thick, juicy, Go from strength to strength with the deeply complex and aromatic triple threat of Calypso, Columbus and Citra hops. So there you go. It says to pour carefully. We are not pouring it because I've brought one of these Wildo cups. I've only got the small one. I think it's like, you know, it's just like a thimble. Let's see if we can smell it. I had the old CV, won't say the proper name, in January, and I'm just starting to, you know, I can smell again, but it's never gone back to normal. It's getting there. Well, that's very, very IPA-y. That's not a word, but oh, it reminds me of iCat by the Salt Brewery. It's a bit like rich alcoholic lilt. Oh, it's very smooth, very strong. You don't need too many of them. So thankfully we only got one, but that's lovely. Thank you very much, Pete. Courtesy of my uncle. And the rest of the booze selection on this one. Cheers. Right everyone, I'll speak to you in a bit. We'll keep an eye on the wind situation. It's getting worse. Alright, speak to you in a bit. Well, it's time to get in, out the wind. These temperatures are really dropping. Summer's on its way out. We're back towards proper camping, proper conditions, so let's go and get warm. Look at this now. This is the time, isn't it? Pastel shades, little patches of light hitting the fells over there. It's absolutely stunning. Some great light coming from behind me. And then again, it's just these moody skies. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Absolutely superb. The great outdoors. Stunning sunset, stunning clouds, stunning skies. And now it's time for beer number 2, the final one. Roaster Coaster. Those of you that watch the channel know all about it. It's a collaboration, a Nitro Imperial Vietnamese coffee stout. It's really silky and smooth, very decadent. Absolutely gorgeous, that one. Well, yeah, it's pretty cold, to be honest, and I have to say I'm glad I've brought my gloves and my buff. This is the first time I've worn gloves since last winter, so there you go. That just shows you. I mean, it did say it was going to be cold on the tops. The wind chill is quite significant, but it's always good just to pack a pair of gloves, even in summer sometimes. You know, the likes of Scafell Pike, Snowdon Summit, certainly Ben Nevis in this country. You know, the conditions are so different on the summits than at ground level. Oh, the wind's dropping down a bit. This tent has shrugged it off with ease. I've tightened the guy lines a couple of times. I've only got the standard stakes that come with it. Those ground anchors that I've seen quite a lot of people using. Al's got some. I've seen Andy Wardle using them. They're like plastic, you know, quite significant things which stick in, and there's a lot more surface area in contact with the ground, so I think they're a lot more sturdy and they anchor into the ground better than these little stakes. The ground's quite boggy, so it doesn't really hold particularly well, but the tent has been fine. Impressed with it. First decent bit of weather test for it. I've not seam sealed this one, even though it's still nylon. It doesn't come sealed from the factory. I've not seam sealed this. There's no leaks. We've had some rainfall throughout the day and it's been absolutely fine. So yeah, what's coming on MCM? Well, hopefully, like I said, some significant winter camps, showing you some more budget end gear as well, just to make it accessible for all. The 2 budget tents I mentioned. We've got to seam seal the Lanshan, get out in that in some bad weather. Haven't got the 4-season inner for it, it's just a mesh inner. But I've got that warm sleeping bag. So yeah, as we go into autumn and winter, should be some exciting content coming. Certainly in terms of the Halloween special that will be released on Halloween. I'm very much looking forward to that. I'm in talks with a few of my mates to, you know, work something out. But it's my favourite time of the year. I've been watching some spooky films, getting in the spirit for it. A bit early at the moment, I know that. You know, I like to embrace it, embrace the season. I think there's a group wild camping the other side of the ridge. I can hear them chatting away, the sound carries quite well. But yeah, it's enough rambling. We're going to preserve some battery, enjoy the rest of this, preserve our illumination, and I'll speak to you in a bit. When it goes dark, we'll get out, see what we can see, and get the head torch on.
Right, good morning. I won't get too close. As usual, look like you're being run over when you wake up at a tent shot. Yeah, not a bad night's sleep. Tossed and turned a couple of times. As you can probably hear, the wind has completely died down. I didn't wake up for sunrise. I brought a bit of an eye mask actually. Just to save myself getting woken up really early. That worked well, so I had a bit of a better sleep. I'll just show you outside. We'll get a brew on, we'll get packed up. No fancy breakfast, just a breakfast bar. Let's have a look outside. Quick sight check. I like to show it when I can. Other than that, flattened grass, absolutely no trace where I've been. That is it. Flattened grass only. Well, that's another cracking wild camp done. In this case, in the lovely Lake District National Park here in the UK. If you've enjoyed this video, please just take a quick second just to hit that thumbs up button. I do appreciate that, and it costs you absolutely nothing to do that, so please go and do that if you haven't already. If you are on Instagram, MCM Outdoors is. I share pictures of things like this and all the bits and bobs that I'm getting up to in my life. And if you're a Facebook user, there's an MCM Outdoors group. What you've got to do is agree to the rules, come in, and there aren't very many by the way. And yeah, just share pics, ask questions in a nice friendly group, devoid of stupid arguments, and you know, just with like-minded people who love the outdoors and stuff like that. So come ahead and join us on Facebook if you want to. But yeah, I'm gonna head back down, like I always say, have a nice shower, get home, probably take me about an hour and a half, touch wood if there's no real bad traffic. Have a nice shower and then start editing the video. I'll see you soon for another adventure. Hopefully the weather's going to turn increasingly colder. Go and enjoy the outdoors yourselves. Look after it, respect it, always leave no trace, and get our younger generation out there, away from the screens, unless obviously you're watching this, and enjoying the outdoors too. Okay, I'll see you on the next one, and take care.